Good evening. Welcome to the February joint Brookings County and Brookings City Planning Commission meeting. This meeting is being recorded, televised, and viewable on Swiftel Channel 19, ITC Channel 168, and the Brookings County YouTube channel. Then we'll go down here. Yep. The planning commissions of the County of Brookings and the City of Brookings consist of both Brookings County Planning Commission, City of Brookings Planning Commission members. The concurring vote of the simple majority of these joint planning commission members present and voting is required to forward the recommendations to Brookings County Commission and the Brookings City Council for the final decision of the rezoning request. Okay. Okay. We will need approval of minutes from the last meeting from the county.
So moved.
Second.
Okay.
Olson.
All in favor?
Aye.
For the city side, is there a motion to approve the July 2nd, 2024 Joint County Planning Commission minutes?
So moved. Limmer.
Second, Jameson.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Any? Thank you. Pass.
Okay. Any other items to be added to the agenda by commission members or staff?
I have none, Mr. Chairman.
Invitation for citizens to schedule time on the commission agenda for an item not listed, limited to 5 minutes. Seeing none, any conflicts of interest, relationships, ex parte communication? Approval of the agenda?
County side.
Yeah, for the county.
I move to approve.
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
For the city, is there a motion to approve tonight's agenda?
So moved, Aiken.
Second, Limmer.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Passed.
Okay, we'll now convene as the Brookings County Joint County and City Planning Commission. That's here. RW Properties LLC by Brian White has made application 2025 JJRZ 001 to the Brookings County Planning Commission for property to be rezoned from joint jurisdiction ag to the joint jurisdiction B3 business heavy district. The property is described as outlots 10 and 11 in the west half of the south half of the northeast quarter, section 11, township 109, range 50 west, Madera Township. Location at 518 36th Street, South, Brookings, South Dakota, 57006. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second,
I'll second that.
and from the city.
Is there a motion to approve the application?
Motion to approve.
Second, Spear.
All four?
Aye.
Okay, now we need the staff report.
Excuse me. Yes, 2025 RZ001 RW Properties LLC by Ryan White has applied for rezoning of outlots 10 and 11 in the west half of the south half of the northeast 1/4 of Section 11, Township 109 North, Range 50 West, Madera Township, located in the Brookings City, Brookings County Joint Jurisdiction Area, from a joint jurisdiction agricultural to a joint jurisdiction B3 heavy business district. Each lot is 150 feet wide east and west and 298.5 feet long north and south. The combined lots would be 300 feet wide by 298.5 feet long. The property is located on the east of the intersection of 36th Street South and Main Avenue South. The property was platted on October 2nd, 1972, prior to zoning in Brookings County in 1976, and the Brookings City, Brookings County Joint Jurisdictional Area in June of 1980. The property was zoned agricultural when the joint jurisdictional area went into effect. Lot 10 has a manufactured home on it with a detached garage on it, and Lot 11 is currently grass or pasture and has been used for horses or livestock. The Brookings County Development Office has reviewed the rezoning request and has no objections to the request, providing that it meets the requirements for the Brookings City Community Development Office. Brookings City Planner Ryan Miller submitted his report, which is included in this. The rezoning request will be heard by a joint meeting of the Brookings County Planning Commission and the City of Brookings Planning Commission, as it is in the joint jurisdictional area. The decision made by the Joint Planning Commission is a recommendation to the Brookings County Commission and the Brookings City Council for a final decision of the rezoning request. Public notices were published in the Brookings Register on January 21st and 28th, 2025, and the applicant notified the abutting landowners by certified mail of the proposed rezoning request at least 14 days prior to the public hearing. Letters were sent to the Madera Township Chairman and Clerk and the Brookings County Highway Department. This is the petition to rezone. This is the plat showing lots 10 and 11. This is the beacon map. There's a error on the beacon map and cannot be fixed right away, so actually the lots are 10 and 11 right here. Instead of going north and south, they go east and west right here. And this is Ryan's report. I'll give him a chance to give his report after I'm done here. And this is photos of the area. This is just looking north from the intersection of 36th Street South and Main Avenue. This is looking east down 36th Street South from Main. Gravel road access right here. Property to be rezoned is right over here. This is looking south from the intersection of Main Avenue and 36th Street South. This is the west property line of Lot 10 right here, looking towards the south. This is about halfway over, looking towards the south of Lot 10 right here. This would be Lot 10 and 11 right towards the property line of the two lots. Shows the manufactured home and then the grassland back over there. This would be the east side of Lot 11, just showing the manufactured home, the detached garage, and this is just looking back towards the west-southwest from the very east end of 36th Street South. That's all that I have, and I'll let Ryan, if he has anything to add with his report.
Thanks, Rich. The request is to rezone out lots 10 and 11 in the west half of the south half of the northeast quarter of Section 11, Township 109, Range 50 West, Brookings County, South Dakota. The area is currently zoned joint jurisdiction agriculture. The property owner would like to rezone the property to joint jurisdiction B3 heavy district. A recent comprehensive plan amendment amended the future land use map in the area, urban medium intensity, which does support a mix of residential and business zoning districts, including the B3 zoning district that is requested. The amendment to the future land use map that was included in a group of amendments that we passed along South Main Avenue late in 2024. So the comprehensive plan does now support the rezone request. Currently, the property is adjacent to joint jurisdiction B3 zoning to the west. A number of outlots to the west of here between this property and Main Avenue are zoned B3, joint jurisdiction B3. And then there is joint jurisdiction agricultural zoning to the north, east, and south. An existing residence on outlet 11 will become a non-conforming use upon the rezone and will become subject to section 9441, which allows the continuation of the use under certain limitations. Section 9441 is the non-conforming and non-standard uses clause, so that existing residents will become non-conforming use and will be subject to that section of ordinance. This recommendation would be to the city council. Any recommendation that goes to the city council would advance to the February 18th city council meeting for an introduction, and a public hearing would be held on March 11th. The development review team does support the rezone to joint jurisdiction B3. And I'll hand it back over or be available for any questions on the item.
No questions from the board?
Okay.
Oh, or, yeah, I can ask the applicant, has any other thing to add?
Any questions from the board, county board?
You can ask the applicant to come forward.
Okay, if the applicant's here, could he come forward? Make sure the mic is turned on, clearly state your name into the mic.
Ryan White.
Anything else he wants to add?
Anything else to add?
No.
Okay. Okay, this time we'll open the public hearing.
Proponents.
Yeah. Keep in mind you have 5 minutes per person to speak. Any proponents to this issue?
You can step back, sir. Anybody, everyone else that wants to speak needs to come up to the mic and introduce themselves.
My name is Cindy Schmidt. I own the property at 521 36th Street South. What I would like to know is we were rezoning all this area to business. Who's paying for the road? Us residents have paid for it since it was put in. My father put it in somewhere in the early 70s. So we're rezoning it all to business, but us property owners that are living there are the ones paying for the upkeep of the road. So I have a question for you folks. Who's going to start paying for that? Is it going to be just us that live there? Or are business owners that are here going to be the ones that are going to start paying for it? I'm not the only one that has this concern. I'm the only one that seems to be well. And Mark Odland is the other one. He lives at the end of the road. So he has the most farthest to drive on this road. When we moved out there, it was ag. And now we're in the middle of a business district. It doesn't make me real impressed. So those are my questions for this board. And somebody needs to answer those, please. Thank you.
Any other proponents?
Back up and respond, or?
No, you just sit down. The board will respond. The applicant does not get to interchange with the audience and questions asked. It all comes before the board.
Hearing and seeing no more proponents, are there any opponents to the issue?
This was on. Mark Odlin, and I live at 613 36th Street South, which is at the end of the road, and I have my property line is adjacent to the Outlot 10, and my concern is that if that's the one with the manufactured home on it that's being used as a rental. The rest of the outlots are all owned by homeowners. We all live there on our properties. So my only concern there is that if this gets turned, that lot in special, is if it gets turned into a heavy district, and even if Ryan never does plan on doing anything other than having it as a rental, it could get sold. And with this zoning, someone could turn that into like a materials yard or do anything and still have the property as a rental, which would go against the spirit of our own residential homes. And I understand how the other outlot is back up against what is now heavy district. And I know he has a business and several other obstacles to improving property there now. As you probably know, the water, potable water from the city and sewer, make it difficult for anyone to put a new home on Outlot 11 in particular. But like I say, I'm only concerned mainly with the adjacent property that has a home on it now being changed to heavy district and have a home on it too. Don't want to turn it into some sort of, labor camp home or something like that, seeing that the rest of us all own our properties. Thank you.
Any other opponents? Hearing and seeing none, we will close the public hearing. Any comments or questions from the board?
I guess I am curious what the plan is for the road. You want to come back forward? Do you have a plan for the road, Ryan?
So before buying the property, I did talk with the previous owner extensively about the road and all the concerns that they have out there. He's lived out there for obviously, decades as well, so he kind of gave me the rundown. To my understanding, it's just that everybody kind of just chips in whenever it needs it for the road. I don't have a problem with that at all. I've talked to the person that has the other heavy commercial next to me, and he says he's kind of already chipped in a little bit and gave some gravel or scrape it out. So I have no problem maintaining the road. I understood before I bought it that it's a private road. I don't think the county even plows it or the city plows it. So I know about the road. I know it's a private road. I know that it will have to get maintained by us, and I have no objections to that at all. Also, as far as turning it into a storage yard or something, I do not believe that you are allowed to do that with this zoning. That would be a special condition use. Is that right, Ryan?
An outdoor storage area would be considered a permitted, it's a special exception use in the joint jurisdiction area, so.
Correct, yep. And we do not have any plans to put anything out there right now. It's just, we know that we can't put any other rentals out there because of the water restrictions. We're keeping the rental there as it is now, knowing that we're not gonna be able to add on to it. It's kind of just a safety net for me and my business in case something does happen with our current rental property or any unforeseen things in the future that come up and we need a place to build or, start up again. So it's, as of right now, the plans are just to kind of let it sit and be as it is, keep the rental on there as long as possible. And yeah, that's where we're at right now.
I have a question for Ryan. It says on the application here that you want to put up a shop.
Yeah, it's down the road, obviously. That was, like I said, we're getting it as kind of a safety net just for the business in case something happens. But we don't have any plans to do that right now. So it's just something that I wasn't really sure what to put in the application. So I had to give a reason as to why we're rezoning it.
So if we approve this, can we have that removed?
What moved?
Remove he wants to put up a shop?
No. He can do anything in that B3 classification on there. That's only his reason for now for the application to rezone it, because for his business, he could not have that on there when it's zoned ag. He could have a building on there for any agricultural animals, or if he farmed, or for his own pickup or a tractor. But with his business side, he could not have it with the agricultural zone. That's why we're here this evening to rezone it to one of the city classifications. And also regarding the road, when that was platted back there, it's platted for public use for the occupants of the lots. It is not grandfathered in or over for the county to take it over, or maintenance, or the city. If you want, you would have to set up a road district for yourself to set it up, which you've obviously are doing on your own, but not officially. So it would be up to the occupants of the lot to chip in and maintain that road. If you need to speak, you need to come up to the mic, ma'am, sir.
That does raise a question with him involved. Would he be chipping?
Please sit down and state your name.
All right, my name is Colin Garr. I have a question for the gentleman here. Would he be chipping in to involve all the maintenance for that road?
That would be between you and him. We
Okay.
have no designation or authority to make him pay into a road authority or anything like that.
That's the only question I have.
Thank you. Ryan, do you have anything to add for the road or anything?
I have nothing additional to add.
Any other comments or questions from either boards?
Richard, can you scroll down a little bit on there?
Go to your right.
Sorry, Richard, can you scroll down a little further? What are the other properties? Keep going down. Yeah, right there. That's also B3 to the west of it, correct? Yes.
Correct. This we just rezoned, just this past year was rezoned from ag to B3.
Okay.
During the same process we're doing here this evening. Lots 13 and 14 will remain ag. The only lots we're dealing with tonight are 11 and 10 and 11 right here.
If there's no more comments or questions, we'll have Richard read the findings of the facts.
No findings, just the vote.
Okay, just the vote then.
Paulson,
Aye.
Mark Joinby,
Aye.
Clark,
Aye.
Kyle Vanderwall,
Aye.
Neil Troyan. Aye. Randy Jensen.
Yes.
Kelly Vanderwall.
Aye.
We have an alternate here, Storhog. And Kleinjohn.
Aye.
Motion passes on the county side.
Ryan, would you like to call the roll for the vote?
Schmeichel,
Yes.
Limmer,
Yes.
Jameson,
Yes.
Spear,
Yes.
Heinrich,
Yes.
Solom,
Yes.
Aiken,
Yes.
Letty.
Yes.
Motion passes.
So, yep, we're just going to motion to adjourn on the county side.
Okay, that takes care of all our business for this evening. Need a motion to adjourn.
Move to adjourn. Second.
City, call for adjournment?
Second.
Thank you.